close
Yeah,
to
I need
a
mats.
bunch of money. No, it's
Mats down here, mats down here.
Qualify, right? It doesn't matter about anything else. If we can make it to Leon, we know we will have done
I'm
what
good.
we came here
Yeah,
to
no,
do.
make space,
My
make space,
gosh.
make
So
space.
what
Come here.
happened? What got us here? Let's take a look at those standings. Remember, 6 games kind of set the stage coming into today. And if we look right at the top, Ritual, Cold, Peterbot still
Another
lead
team shooting,
the
bro.
way, you know, especially given all of those solo clutch performances by each member on that trio to be starting.
I'm throwing a dash ball up.
with 440 points. Oh my God, Kelly!
I mean, to me, it
Hey,
looks
there's
like
mats up
history
here
is
if you need
repeating
anything.
itself. We saw in Major
Yes,
2
I'm
that
good.
Peterbot's trio was 50 points ahead of second place after day number 1. In fact,
100?
if you look at those
Nice.
stats from
Da-da-da.
Major 2,
Yeah,
they
nice.
have the exact
Watch your tops,
same
watch your tops.
average place
Yeah,
Another
I
team
did.
too.
4.83 that they
Take
do
a body, yeah.
after day 1 yesterday.
100?
And
Nice.
honestly,
50 white,
with how
50 white.
strong
Nice.
they've
I'm
been
coming with.
to
Da-da-da.
make it to every
Nice. He's blow,
game,
blow.
the amount of eliminations
I gotta
that
heal,
they're able
chill.
to get Vivid, the story of the rivalry between Peterbot
Correct.
and Poyo
He's a solo.
might
I'm
be
healing. Yeah,
reaching
yeah,
its conclusion.
I know, right? That's what we've been leading up to that,
Oh, well.
right? The whole entire
You see
season.
me dashing
the,
the kids,
the
that's
whole
one.
spawn thing, and then it didn't even happen. And right now, it seemed like there's a sizable lead. That is it really worth
They're rifting.
talking
16 white, 16
about
white.
that fight anymore? And you
I'm
want to
gonna
know
get
something,
close
Kelly?
as fuck.
I think it's very worth it. For me personally, today I'm going to talk about
That-
Acorn,
That's a-
What do I-
Poyo,
that-
and Agers yesterday. Those first 2 games, absolutely incredible stuff. So much so that we saw a social post. Resub went out and said he was like, "Oh my gosh, are we about to see them win 12 out of 12?" And then quickly after that, potentially a little bit of a caster curse returning from Reese right there.
Thanks,
They went
Reese.
down in game number 3 very, very quickly. Game number 4, in the middle of that game, they went down again. And it was just like, oh my gosh, like, we were all just like, wow, we thought we were going to have a 2-horse race throughout the entirety of this FNCS, right? And then game number 3 and game number 4 happened. How did that happen? Games 1 and games 2 looked so good. And of course, they bounced back in games number 5 and 6. They did well. They kept themselves in contention. They're sitting 4th on the leaderboard right now. But Kelly, those games 5 and game 6, I didn't like them. It didn't look like they were right. It didn't look like they were the trio that we saw in games number 1 and 2. And honestly, you know, justifying it myself, being an ex-professional player, was like, well, mentally, they're probably chalked, right? This is like, wow, this FNCS is absolutely gone. We gotta fight Peterbot in these little like rat spots. He's hiding around corners and everything like that. Like the FNCS has done it, and so much so. Not to mention, we're blessed, by the way, right? We got Aussie Antics. He's down there in the mix of things. He's in the Dignitas house where Acorn, of course, lives, and he got a chance to do a little interview with Acorn right after the games ended yesterday. And he was like, you know, what's going on, Acorn? Like, how are you feeling throughout the day? And he was like, listen, after game number 4. I just wanted to land on Peterbot. Like, that's all he wanted to do. And to me, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense, right? I was just kind of just justifying
gonna
that
get held by
mentally
everybody,
speaking.
bro.
It didn't really look like they
I have
were
a
in it in
cape.
games number 5 and 6. And that kind of backs that up for me. It's
Quaz,
like,
do you have a cape?
how are you thinking
Wait, Quaz,
about
take Invisma down so they won't
returning
see, because
to
you don't have any
fighting
rotation.
One of the best trios in the game when there's still so much to play for, right? You're kind of not worrying about your own game plan. You're worrying about landing on somebody else. So for me, Kelly, all I
want
want to see
dashes.
today is a nice, clean mental
Kids right
reset. I
here.
want those games 1 and game 2.
They're rotating,
Acorn,
rotating
Poyo,
behind
Ninjas
you. Watch it,
and I
back.
think at the end of
Yeah.
the day, we're gonna have a 2-horse race.
100?
It's really interesting the dichotomy that we saw from their emotions and
Bring it,
patterns of
Quaz.
gameplay throughout
40
game
40, da-da.
one, where I think there was a little bit of over
What do I-
confidence
da-da-da.
after games
Heavy up,
1
one on.
and
Come in.
2, where they kind of made
He
some,
birded, he
I don't
birded.
want to say rookie mistakes, but they
Get
were
the bird,
just
get the bird, get the bird,
missing
get the
games
bird.
3 and
What do you-
4. And then we saw what emotions impacted
get out.
them
We need to
that
get
way
out of that side.
negatively. But they are so smart. They are so locked in. I think that being in this dig house and being the experienced players that
Behind,
they are,
behind,
they
behind.
understand that they
I gotta
have
heal, I gotta heal.
and come into day 2 strong.
I have no health,
I want to
bro.
build back to you, Vivid, really fast. So I
You
saw
Quaz,
that
you give
clip,
me?
right?
Yeah.
And Acorn said something that stood out to
Alright.
me.
Where are you?
And he was like,
I'm
"Look,
with him, Quaz. I'm with
you know,
Quaz.
we're playing win
Quaz,
to
just see
win,
like a
and
legendary.
they're playing dirty." Do you feel like that's the case? So, like,
getting
in
held
my
by a
opinion,
whole
and you know what? And if I'm
everybody,
wrong,
bro.
feel free to let me know I'm
Yeah.
wrong. But the fact that
Yes,
all
sir.
of these trios are kind of
Yeah, we're all
doing
together,
these
right?
things
Y'all minis?
to
The mimic?
try and win competitions, right? Like, they have a strategy. And we saw this at same kind of
They have
thing
mimics or
happening
not?
to you. If you have a strategy
I
in
got a med
mind,
kit.
you should
need that.
expect a trio to be like, oh, we know they're gonna go there. We know they're gonna loot here. They usually hit this place. They stop
Can
there.
someone give me brick?
We
I only
can
have
try
80.
and catch him off guard, and that's what happened. Now, of course, in the moment, Acorn's upset. He's frustrated. I
We
get
need
it.
to go.
That's passion.
You kid in front, kid in front.
But do you think
Just
that
go.
40, 100.
We don't need
Peterbot's
it. We
playing
don't need
dirty,
it.
or
Okay,
maybe
go,
is
go, go, go.
Peterbot trying to play to win?
No, I don't think that specific play is dirty at all, right? They went ahead and bought a
Give me
view.
your finish,
They know how
boss,
they
give me
played
your
that specific island spawn. They went ahead and played around it, and they picked up some great eliminations of it. To me, I think that's clean play for them. But you want to talk about clean play, Kelly? Why don't we go ahead and talk about the eliminations from Agers? Right, let's go ahead and take a look at the elimination leaderboard from game for day number 1. No surprise, we see Peter Bot at the top right there, but Agers, in second place. They're actually tied. 19 eliminations to 19 eliminations. Now, Kelly, we know Peter Bot played out 6 games yesterday. I just talked about how games 3 and 4, they were not so good for Acorn, Agers, and Poyo. They went down early. So you're telling me right now that Agers is tied in eliminations with Peter Bot after effectively only playing 4 games. This is why I'm excited, right? If this trio plays 6 games
and make
out
sure
today,
that
I
in the
feel
top 5
like they
teams
could
only have
really
1
give a
win
run for this
in mid place.
I will say
7.
the answer is actually on the
No,
side right
Recon,
now.
it's gonna
y'all
happen,
mid
bro.
in-game?
Peterbot's teammate is with 17 eliminations.
Spots,
in
are you mid
the
in-game?
right now, so I think when we look
Not
at the
really.
trio as a whole,
It's a bad idea.
Peterbot's trio with
Alright,
Colt
I'm gonna come back
and
when
Agers
you're
were
done.
able to all
Nah, you
provide
can stay.
eliminations, whereas Agers
Recon,
was
stay.
carrying the
I'm
team a
watching
little bit
Grands
yesterday.
anyway.
But so many incredible
Recon,
teams
watch
that
my
we have to
stream.
talk about and
What'd
see.
you say?
There is
I am.
just so much that we have to go over and so
Look,
little
I got the
time
whole
before we get
setup,
into
look.
game number 1 of the day.
I
Here,
know.
just follow,
There's
follow.
Damn.
so many things to discuss. First, though, why don't we
Fat
talk
ass
about
Baxter
casters?
taking
You
up
know,
all
you
the
know,
fucking
it's a lot
space.
of space in Jacob PR.
Thank you so much, Zeke.
Do we have
Yeah,
height on this
got
one?
A lot to talk about. A lot to look
Watch your
forward
back,
to
watch
today, Jacob. We've
I'm
had a
just too
wonderful
good, bro.
start to the tournament, but now things are.
I feel
really
like
set up.
8 zone is like the start of endgame, bro.
I had one wish going into
what I
this
said for
FNCS. I
about
did
being
not
an
want a
eight.
blowout, and
Oh
so
my God,
far,
they're all
I
up
think
there.
I've been gifted it. I thought a 4-horse race going
Chill,
into
this
this, and
isn't
now
over.
it's
Yeah, I gotta
the
heal, I gotta
top
heal, I gotta heal.
8.
You're just gonna
Everybody
lose
have a
health,
chance to
bro.
win, and it just goes
Yeah, I'm
to
just
show
gonna-
one mistake, Monster, one bad game could cost you
Yo,
it all.
Cause we just gotta keep in. We
Or
gotta
I'm in,
keep
I'm
in.
in, I'm
Good ambush from
Yeah,
someone
make
like
boxes.
Peterbot, who clearly has showed he's willing to take
going down.
tournaments into his own hands.
I'm gonna
to
take Memphis.
win
I'm gonna take
and
Memphis.
take home the trophy.
Wait,
hold
I
on,
have the
let's
word.
see,
I have the
this is my
first glitch.
kid's time.
Anyone on NA taking note? Have they decided, hey, you know what? Why not give him some of his own medicine?
I'm good, I'm
Because
good.
to me,
Wow,
Jacob,
it
that's the real
stopped
question.
as soon as I got in.
No, it definitely is a 53-point lead. When the start of the day,
I'm with him, with.
it was Agers, Poyo, and Acorn that did have that lead. Other teams kind of making their name known. Kanada's in the mix, Rise, G Money, and Aviv. But at the end
I
of the
think you
day,
can just jump on
first
us,
place
no?
global championship subscribe. Let's go back to Zeke, Kelly, and Vivid to see what else they have for us.
My fault.
Just scared that
Bro,
absolute.
MDF's like reading my mind, right? Like, when are we gonna give Peterbot a taste of his own medicine? When are we gonna do that, Lobby? Okay, everybody, we land on Peterbot.
Quad jump
Okay,
everything,
all
quad
of
jump
us,
everything.
Okay, wait. Let's talk about Kelly.
Double res, double res,
mentioned
double res.
A lot of trios. Vividly. Mentioned trios that could qualify, trios that could come up big here in day number 2, and of course,
You need a.
this
you
is
need
a new
big.
day, right? So just forget about everything that happened
You need a
yesterday.
check
Let's
up.
just look at these numbers and start preparing for right now. Second.
Yo, our tops are
place,
clear, our tops are
Rapid,
clear.
Kanata, Bolt.
Let 'em-
Oh
just
my
wait a second,
gosh,
let 'em
these
pop check.
guys were going
Yeah.
crazy yesterday. Game 3 victory out with 11
We have to rotate this
eliminations,
way.
and they're just trying to play consistently. They did not have a single game outside of top 8, which is crazy. Obviously, eliminations.
I just got
maybe
shockwave,
just a,
bro.
Just a touch on the
Yo,
low
I
side,
just got
but
full on beam.
I'm
Quad,
so
coming
excited
down.
to see what they
I'm
bring
dead.
For us
Yo,
here.
Quad, get on my loot, get on my loot.
And what
Side
they
down.
brought for day number 1 was really incredible height control. We saw them actually getting chopped by Acorn's trio in an earlier game and have height
spare?
stolen away from them. And the adjustments that they made for that next game to
Just got
control
outside.
height was so impressive. In game number 3,
hold.
we see how high up
Wait,
they
that's a
build their
solo.
high ground. And they're using metal and brick mats
go,
the
go.
entire time. They make these connections throughout all of
I'm
the
in.
zones. They have 3 different connections, so no one is able to chop them. In fact, people are looking up and not even attempting to get eliminations on them. And although you
Popping
might
big.
be asking, well, what about the refreshes? Well, you can see Bolt's right there using the bird form to be able to
Top
go
9
down,
right now.
get refreshes, and then quickly rejoin up with Rapid, Bolts, and Kanata.
100?
It was one of the strongest